library and the new junior senior high school have started the positive momentum. We need to continue pushing forward. When families are considering a move to a new community, local recreation options like aquatic centers are the #1 attraction they look for. Even though it's only open 3 months out of the year, the overall impact on the community will be felt year-round. And this facility, along with our new junior senior high school, will make moving your family to Independence tough to pass up. So Mayor Davis and Council, we're counting on your support for a new aquatic center, and I promise you that its impact on our community will be felt for years to come. We just have the following recommendations for you guys. The Independence Aquatic Center Committee is asking the City Council to approve the following recommendations by formal action. We recommend constructing a new municipal aquatic center / pool as generally shown on conceptual site plan, version number 17A in your packet, located at the south lot of the old high school property at a present base cost of approximately $4.2 million. The committee recommends funding this by a combination of bond sales and a capital campaign with a bond referendum in the amount of $3 million to be held in August of 2015. The committee recommends a tentative start of construction in the summer of 2016 so that the new aquatic center would be open for public use during the summer of 2017. Thank you for your time and consideration, and can take any questions that you guys may have.
I'd first like to say thank you to the Aquatic Center Committee for having stuck it out during the process that we went through. Sorry that it was painful for a while. Versions number 17A. You had 16 previous versions all through the entire alphabet? I don't know.
Yeah, it was actually about 20 or 21.
Did you?
So we were really trying to, we wanted it, we had a lot of things we wanted, but we realized we couldn't do that. Like it's not, like I said, it's not a water park, it's for the city. Like, I mean, if they want that, you'd have to go somewhere else. But we just want this for people to be able to swim and just have an up-to-date pool. Like I said, it's code compliant.
Right.
It's more friendly to children, all those kinds of things. Like I said, it's not extravagant. I think it's very good. It'd be very nice. And we have, the way that we're proposing it, we'd be able to add additional things on if funds were available. So I can't stress enough how closely we've just been really struggling with the numbers, trying to get it down to where it needs to be for the community. So.
I don't really have any questions. I just, too, would like to thank you guys, and I think it's probably one of the most important things that's happening in our city now, something that has been needed for a long time, and if there's other things that we can do, you know, we hope you ask.
Thanks.
Does anybody else have any comments or questions?
From a timing standpoint, we have a proposed referendum language, but we'd like to have bond council review that and put that in front of you the first meeting in May to take formal action on, to set the referendum date and the language, etc. But I'd like to have bond council make sure they review that and bless that before we do.
Is there any formal action required by the council to start the process?
That will be at the next meeting.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, right now it's just to make sure that you're comfortable with the concept. But again, setting the referendum date and size is the next formal action I think that you would want to take.
I also would like to thank your committee. You guys have done a lot of work for a long time, and not everybody sticks to it that long. So appreciate it. And the thing is that we had help from city staff, but it was a citizens group that actually did all this work, and I think that's awesome for our community of our size for that to happen. I like the zero entry because I know in the past grandparents and stuff have taken their grandkids and sat along the side and watch, where with this they can actually maybe go in with them. But I think there's also going to be some shaded areas where they can sit if they need to. So you've got a lot of great things that you did put in there. I know we don't get everything we want, but I think you did a great job of selecting what you felt that would be needed for all ages in our community. So I appreciate that.
You know, put in a lot of time, and
Yes.
I think we're trying to do the best thing we can for the community. So.
Yes, you certainly did. So I appreciate all the work you've done. So it will be on our next agenda to set the date and the wording for the referendum at that time.
Okay, great.
So
Thank you.
maybe your committee, if the committee's here, any of your committee, would you like to stand up so we can maybe kind of? Come on, I want to give you, thank you. I know it's much bigger than that, but our room would have held all of you, I don't think, so thank you very much. Okay, next on our agenda is Dash for Hope 5K Run Walk, sponsored by Brian and Jackie White for American Cancer's Relay for Life. Give us more information.
Brian White, 700 Pine Drive. Just like the last few years we've been doing this, June 6th, first weekend in June. Start the race off about 8 o'clock in the morning. We have a little pre-race ceremony there, celebrating life and celebrating cancer survivors. It's been a very good fundraiser for us. I want to make it clear, though, that this is not the actual Relay for Life event. Sometimes there's a little bit of confusion. This is raising money for that event.
And you're doing the same trail?
We're doing the same route, started
Route.
right there at the funeral home. We head north and come around the northwest and southwest neighborhoods. And then we end up back at the funeral home where all the participants that finish are encouraged to blast the victory horn. And I think everybody has a good time in doing that. So I really would invite all of you and everybody to come, and if we pass by your house or if we're just in the neighborhood, go ahead and step out on the curb and just encourage the runners and walkers as they go by.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Your support has been greatly appreciated.